You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel. So we're now going to be talking to Paul on the telephone. Firstly, thank you very much for joining us. I was hoping you could introduce yourself to our listeners and just tell them a little bit about yourself before we move into the interview.
Yeah, hi, I'm Paul Horlock. I head up payments for Nationwide Building Society, which means I look after any type of payment card, cash, cheque, anywhere that people need to make payments to live their lives.
So I was hoping you can start off by telling us about this new research and what it has shown about people in our area here on the Isle of Sheppey.
Yeah, so we asked our customers what they felt around those situations where, they go out to dinner with friends or colleagues or family, and maybe share the bill, maybe go out for drinks, they stand someone some lunch. And sometimes it's difficult to make sure that money comes back. It's awkward to try and ask for people to pay that money back. And actually, for people around the Isle of Sheppey, they could be losing around £35 a year for the money that they don't get back for those small IOUs.
So why do you think people don't pay these amounts back?
Well, the most common answer we get is they've forgotten. Whether that's the case or not, but I think it's often they haven't got the cash with them at the time, that they forget in the moment or forget the next day because they've had such a wonderful time, or maybe they live in a different place, or maybe they're not even on the island and they need to send someone some money, but they don't have the bank details to be able to do that, and then they forget all about it and it never really happens.
Well, I suppose they don't even consider it a loan and expect their friends to sometimes pay little bits, I suppose.
Oh, absolutely, but it all adds up, doesn't it? And that £35 a year could add up to about £2,500 over a lifetime. And I'm sure we wouldn't want to be putting our friends and family into those sort of situations if we thought about it.
No, definitely not. So is there an amount which is deemed too small to ask back for?
Yeah, I think the research that we've got says that if it's under £4, people just really don't follow it up. They feel really awkward nagging for that kind of small amount. It can feel quite petty. It can feel very difficult. But of course, if you get a few of those, it starts to add up across the weeks and the months.
So these conversations can be quite awkward. How can we avoid having these sort of conversations?
Well, I think it's really what our customers are telling us. They want to find simple, discreet ways to make sure they can pay the money back quickly and effectively so we don't have to have those conversations. And actually 83% of the people we spoke to said they are very happy to give their friends their mobile number. Actually, they normally have it already, don't they, on the phone? They know their people's numbers. It's on there as on your contact list. Whereas only 16% would want to give their bank details. So if we could find, which we have actually, a way to pay money back through their mobile number, it means you can do that quickly, you can do it straight away, you can do it really securely, and then you don't need to chase it up. You don't need to worry about where the money is. You don't need to find cash the next day because you've done it instantaneously. So
it's more like borrowing it very, very quickly rather than it sort of becoming an awkward loan between friends.
Absolutely. I mean, like you said earlier, it's not really a loan. Is it? You're just helping your friend out or paying the bill for family, and you're just sharing that cost. It is a sharing thing, and actually, if you can deal with that share immediately, then it becomes a lot easier for everybody. And there's a service that Nationwide and also all the main high street banks offer called PayM, which allows you to pay that money straight back through your app using the mobile phone number, and all those uncomfortable conversations go away.
So is it, I suppose, a bit like PayPal, doesn't it? Works with an email address. You're using a phone number to pay it back. Yeah, we use the phone number. Absolutely, we use the phone number as a proxy. So when you register through your bank, Nationwide, you register on the nationwide.co.uk on the online bank. You give us the telephone number. That matches with your bank details, which are held securely, so that when you go to pay a contact on your phone, you'll literally go in, select the contact. It will allow you to confirm who it is you're going to pay. You can put the amount in, and you pay it straight through the service in the UK, which is faster payments, which means money arrives at the other end in seconds, and your debt is then cleared, and you haven't got to worry about going to the ATM. You haven't got to worry about chasing around for the cash. Was there anything else you wanted to get over to our listeners, and of course useful contact details or information as well? Well, if you want information, of course you can go to nationwide.co.uk, or if you're already a customer, the PayM
service is there already in your app. And if you're with any other bank or building society, if you go to paym, that's paym.co.uk, that's got a list of all the institutions that are signed up for the service. And really it's there for your convenience. You might be paying someone that's not in the same bank or the same building society. This allows all that to be joined up just for the easy use of the mobile phone number.
Well, Paul Horlock, thank you very much for talking to us here at BRFM Bridge Radio on the Daniel Monday Night Community Show.
Thank you very much.